Look at this good boy right here. What a patriot. What a dude. I don't let him bite liberals though, just because I think he's gonna get food poisoning if he was to get into it. I wanna preface this right here of just putting a big old disclaimer out there. I do not ever go online and look into conspiracy theories or any of that crap, and I don't think you should either. It's kind of like, should you look into Jackson Mahomes' true sexual orientation? I think we all know what's going on there. However, if I think that something's even got a little McDonald's chicken nugget of truth in it, I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna make a mental note. I'm gonna drop a redneck navigational beacon, and I'm gonna use those beacons to connect dots in the future to decide what's BS from what's real. As a psychology major, I learned a whole lot about something called predictive programming. This is when society tells a story through music, movies, pop culture, before the event actually takes place. That way, no matter how horrifying it actually is, we accept it. This is some scary crap. One of my favorite movies, The Dark Knight, the Joker actually references this without saying the word predictive programming, but he goes, do you remember this part? He says, nobody panics when everything goes according to plan. Even if the plan is horrifying, if tomorrow I tell the press that a gangbanger is gonna get shot or a truckload of soldiers is gonna get blown up, we all just stay calm. Nobody panics because it's all part of the plan, right? That is predictive programming the Joker was talking about. Which brings me to the topic today. There's this vintage interview and it's getting tons of steam now. It's like a tidal wave because it's about 2024 and we're almost there. It's from 1989 and it's got an ex-CIA operative named Joseph Spencer. This guy says he worked on above top secret clearance crap, black budget projects that nobody can know about and all this kind of stuff. The only reason I'm pulling in your driveway, honking on the horn and trying to alert you to this stuff is because this guy from 89 predicted the pandemic in 2019. Predicted it, which would be about the same as us predicting some crap in 2053. Ain't nobody knows what's gonna happen then. He actually nailed it. So if he can do that, I'm all ears. Later on in the interview though, he says a massive crisis is gonna happen in 2024 where everyone is convinced there's aliens in the sky. Completely convinced. They're actually gonna be government created aircrafts to fool the whole world. He said everyone is gonna look at this stuff in the entire world and all civilization is gonna lose their freaking minds. I can personally see why back in 1989, everyone took this guy about as serious as Amber Heard marrying for love. All I was doing back in 89 was playing baseball and, sitting on the couch watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoons on Saturday morning with a bowl of cereal. Hell, Ronald Reagan was just finishing up his second term. 80s hair bands were kicking ass. And the world just was a happier and safer place in a lot of aspects. But now that Spencer has predicted all these kind of things and nailed them, and it's almost 2024, we're required to at least take a look at it, right? So he's saying that the worldwide shock of what we're gonna see in this fake alien invasion is gonna be so convincing that all sovereign nations are basically gonna turn over control for the sake of mankind. Let's all band together. And I want to bring you back to predictive programming because Independence Day, one of the biggest blockbuster movies of all time, okay? They talked about, think about the central message in this whole thing. Our political and national differences don't matter anymore because humanity's all binding together and it's more important. Y'all see it now? You just throw in Will Smith punching an alien and we're all instant fans. Now, I'm not saying at all that I believe this video or anything like that. I'm just saying put it in your toolbox. The funny thing is, y'all, that on the left, critical race theory, the Big Bang Theory, they all demand that you see them as, and they're treated as fact. But anyone on the right who has a theory at all, the word conspiracy gets labeled on top of them. Isn't that funny? Y'all be sure to subscribe. I just thought this was an interesting thing to bring up. And remember, every time that you do subscribe, a liberal in the middle of a Starbucks line all of a sudden has explosive diarrhea. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and make that happen. It's like magic. God bless y'all. Be good.